Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Pammy and on this channel I'm reviewing all things clean beauty. So green, non-toxic, organic, natural and of course cruelty-free makeup and skincare. So if you do enjoy this sort of green beauty content, please feel free to hit the subscribe button. You can also ring the bell notification, and if you enjoyed this video at any point, please do not forget to give it a big thumbs up. That would be so appreciated. So in this episode we are going to be reviewing a full face by the brand ELATE Cosmetics. ELATE Cosmetics is a Canadian brand. They were launched in late 2014 and they are amazing when it comes to sustainability. This brand is completely toxin-free. It is 100% vegan. It is 75% organic and of course cruelty-free. So this brand does make a lot of effort to be sustainable, and you can definitely tell by their packaging. Their packaging is gorgeous. It's so beautiful. It comes in this beautiful bamboo packaging. Most of these products do have refills. Not every product can be refilled, but most of them can. So I really like that about the brand. They're definitely trying to make an impact to create less waste. Also, you guys, I am going to be doing a wear test today, so I'm definitely gonna check in with you at the end of my day after the review. So without no further ado, let's just jump into the review and let's go barefaced. So you guys, I am barefaced right now and ready to apply the makeup. So we are going to be starting off with their primer. They actually do have a primer. So this is their prep primer and it retails for $42. So this really doesn't come that cheap. I hope it's good. It looks interesting. It's a drop primer, like a serum primer. This smoothing makeup primer is the last step of your skincare routine and the first step to your makeup. With our floral hydrate complex and hyaluronic acid, it plumps and firms the skin while smoothing and hydrating. Prep creates the perfect canvas for your foundation or powder, adding staying power and silky finish. You don't really get a refill with this stuff, but they are saying that you can wash the bottle and pump and add to your household recycling if you can repurpose your bottle. How am I going to apply this? Apply after your skincare ritual. Use 3 to 4 drops of prep, emulsify into palms and press onto skin. Wait 30 seconds and apply makeup. Can also be used as an overnight hydration treatment. So just quick on the ingredients. We have water, we have aloe, we have a rose hydrosol, we have rosemary hydrosol, sodium hyaluronate, that's the hyaluronic acid. Ooh, it's a really nice texture. Ah, this smells like roses. This absorbs into the skin quite quickly. So yeah, I think it's already sunken in. Okay, you guys, so let's move on with the next product. Let's move on with concealing my face. So this is their cream revealer in the shade CC1. This retails for $26. The initial purchase is going to cost $26. But if you buy a refill, because you can actually buy a refill for this, it's only gonna come at $18, so that's really good. I have this in the shade CC1, which is their lightest shade. This somehow has a little bit of a pink undertone. It's very, very light. So they only have this in 8 shades, so not a lot of selection, unfortunately. This is really interesting. There's a little magnet inside here, and it just kind of shuts like that. So this is a cool tone concealer, perfect for dark under eye circles and covering blemishes on fair skin. Key ingredients: evening primrose oil, bamboo stem extract and borage oil. Ooh, I like the borage oil in this. So we're gonna take a small brush and just gonna dip that in here. This really has a thick cream powdery consistency, so I'm a little bit worried it's gonna cake under here. I don't know. I just find it not to be the best in covering up blemishes, to be honest. It's kind of like not giving me like a full coverage. I haven't buffed it out that much on here, although it's kind of like still poking through a little bit. So hopefully I can achieve a little bit more coverage with the foundation. But for under my eyes, I mean, this is the lightest shade. It is so light. It will definitely brighten that area up quite a lot. Just one thing I wanted to point out, once you dip in your brush or your fingers, whatever, it just starts to go a little bit clumpy in here. And another thing that is so unnecessary is this mirror. Like, I mean, seriously, you're gonna be like, this mirror is just a waste. Like, I know this is refillable, so you don't have to throw this away, but this is just, we don't need this mirror on here, especially it's just so tiny. I mean, kind of hurts looking into it. It's just so impractical. Don't need that mirror in there. Yeah, face is concealed, so let's move on to their foundation. I picked up their full tin foundation. They do have two. So the one I have is the Uplift Full Tin Foundation, and this retails for $32. They do have two foundations. They also have a Refresh foundation. I just know that one would not give me that much coverage, and you know, I'm always picking up the foundation that has the most coverage, so that's why I decided to go with this one. Also, I think the Refresh foundation is very dewy, and I never like dewy foundations. I always like a good matte foundation. I'm not sure if this is matte, but I've never tried this. This is quite a big jar, you guys. You get a lot of product for the price, and that was something that positively surprised me with this foundation. So this whipped cream foundation has a natural light feel and offers a buildable application. So you're in control whether you're already glowing or looking for full coverage. That's exactly what I'm looking for. First ingredient in this is water. Then we have the caprylic triglyceride derived from coconut. We have the citral olivate, the sorbitan olivate. We have organic jojoba. And now it comes. This foundation actually does have virgin organic coconut oil. So if you're not good with coconut oil, if it does clog your pores, or if you do have some issues with coconut oil, this one has the real deal. This has actually virgin coconut oil in there. So we also have castor seed oil, argan oil, sea buckthorn, and a couple of other ingredients. There's also mica in this. This comes with this lid that you can literally just pull off like that. There is so much foundation in this, you guys. And I would advise you not to dip in your finger. I have this little spatula that I'm going to use to just, you know, get the product out. So let me put my hair back and then we're going to apply this. I'm just going to take the excess of the cap. First impressions here, right? I have never used this foundation ever before. I just want to say this shade surprised me because I thought it was much lighter. It kind of looks a little bit lighter in here than it kind of wears on my skin. But also one thing on their website, they do say though, UN2, so that's the shade I have, has a neutral undertone and is best suited for light skin tones. I mean, it's so warm. This is not neutral, this is such a warm undertone. I feel like this is perfect for me in the summer. And I think, you know, I can pull off a warm undertone very well, but that's very confusing for the consumer. Because if you say this has a neutral undertone, you kind of assume it's a little bit more neutral. This is so warm. I mean, this finish is definitely opaque. It's very matte. It's not shiny whatsoever. And, you know, I really like this. I love this finish. I like these kind of opaque matte finishes. But, you know, I'm just a little bit baffled at that shade. Like, I mean, that is so dark. We're gonna do a wear test with this, so I'm gonna see how this is gonna, you know, wear in a couple of hours. But right now, I don't, like, it kind of looks a little bit shiny in here, but in real, this is so not shiny. This is very much matte, opaque. Okay, well, we shall see how this is gonna wear throughout the day, so let's move on to the next product. So this is their loose powder, this is the Veiled Elation. I have this in glowing and this retails for $32 US. Again, you know, once you buy a refill, it's gonna lower the cost and I think it's just gonna be $25 if you buy a refill. So you only buy the packaging once and then you can refill it. You guys, this mattifying powder was sold out and it still is. So they have this in glowing, they have this in luminous, and they have a bronzer that I don't have. But you guys, the luminous one is pigmented, so it looks so dark. And I was like, I'm not gonna buy a powder that is way too dark for my face. And then the mattifying was sold out, so I got this luminous one. No, I got the glowing one. Sorry, I got the glowing one. I don't know about this. I wish I had the mattifying powder. I'm just gonna put it a little bit on my T-zone. Wow, this is flying. Honestly, I wish they would have a locking sift on this and I wish they would have a translucent powder. It's not like super glowy or anything. I don't know why they would say this is a glowing powder. I don't see any glow. I might use it a little bit more on my under eye. This is just this container. I'm just so scared to open this. This is not the most... This is definitely a pigmented powder. You can see on my eyes. It just covered up like my redness on here. But okay, so complexion is done. I don't have their bronzer, so I can't show you that product. I wish I did, but I don't. And I don't have a highlighter. I am gonna do all of this contouring stuff off camera, and then I'm gonna be back with 3 more products. So you guys, I'm back. I just did my eyebrows. I always use this Eco Brow eye pencil. This is in the shade Liz. I also used the Saint Cosmetics On Cloud 9 bronzer, and I used the 24K Glow Illuminate from Saint Cosmetics. Really like these products, like really love this highlighter, so pretty. Yeah, they actually do have a brow balm, but I did not get that. So let's move on to the eye product that I got. I do have their eyeshadow palette. So this is their Eye Color Trio palette, and I have this in the shade Lofty. So I got this for $56 US. That is so pricey. The packaging alone cost $18, and one of the pans, like one of the eyeshadows, goes for $16. So I did actually save $10 by getting the trio, but that is quite pricey, so they better be good. I went the really safe route with this. I got some boring brown shades, to be honest, but I felt like those were earthy. I mean, brown always works on me, so I was like, let's just get the brown to test this. So Lofty and Union are matte shades, and the right shade is a little bit more of a shimmery shade. Well, we're gonna see. I'm gonna start definitely with the Union shade and try to create a base with this. Definitely a really pretty eye base shade. This was very easy to apply. So now I want to move in with the shade Lofty and use it in my crease. So I'm gonna use the shade here. Also, they give you like this tiny brush, like so useless. Like, why would you use that? I don't know. Alright, you guys, so I'm gonna go in with the shade Rise now on my lids. That's the darkest shade, it's a shimmer shade, this one right here. So, let me see. Ooh, there's a lot of fallout with this. The matte shades did not have any fallout. This is, oh my gosh, this is powdery the heck. Okay, let me wet that brush first. Ooh, for that price, come on, you guys. So much fallout here with this shade. These two, no problem. The one in the middle, ooh. Okay, so this Rise shade is very pretty. It's like a bronze shimmer shade. But, you guys, this is freaking powdery. And for that price point, I really disagree. Like, I feel like they have to be intact. I'm just gonna go back into the Union shade, the lightest shade, and try and highlight the brown bone just a little bit more. Okay, I'm just gonna apply some eyeliner really quick and then we are gonna drag down the shade to my lower lash line. I'm gonna go in with this shade on my lower lash line. So the eyeshadow is done. I mean, this is a very safe look, you guys. This is nothing special, nothing out of the box. This is just some earthy brown tones. I do feel like, you know, the Lofty shade was very powdery. Like, for a shimmer shade that is 16 bucks, that needs to be less powdery. The matte shades, perfect. They were great. So easy to blend, but yeah, the Lofty shade that I put on my lids, a little bit messy in the pan. And also, you really have to wet that brush if you want to pick up the pigment. So I mean, I think it's a little bit overpriced, right? So I do have the new mascara. This is the ELATE Essential Mascara and this retails for $28. So this is the new formulation. I mean, it says new on here. ELATE Essential Mascara plumps and lengthens your lashes, but is created for sensitive eyes to be water and sweat resistant. So no matter how your day changes, you'll be ready to meet it all. Brilliant. So this is only available in black. It's quite a huge mascara, I have to say. This is interesting. So the first thing I realized about this when I opened this up was, this smells so good. It smells like, I don't know, almost like Christmas or like a biscuit, to be honest. Like, it smells lovely. So what's in here? So there's bayberry fruit in this. Maybe that's the smell of this, because it smells very fruity. It smells so good. Like, I want to eat a mascara, and usually mascaras do stink, so okay, you guys, so let's apply this mascara. my gosh, you guys, this mascara, I love it. This is amazing. What? I mean, I can't believe this. This is so lengthening, volumizing, makes my lashes look like opened up to the max. So this really raised my lashes up to high heavens. This is very lengthening. This has an amazing formula. It's not gonna dry out immediately. You can definitely build this up. It's so pretty. Like, I'm just a little bit speechless. So as long as this won't dry out during the day, this is an amazing mascara. Wow. So for the lips, I do have a lipstick. They also have lip glosses and a lip balm. I did not pick up any of those, but I did pick up a lipstick. So this is the ELATE cream lipstick, and I have this in the shade Kink. So Kink is a medium brown with rose undertones. Interesting. So ELATE cream lipsticks are blended with nourishing shea and mango butter to keep your smile supple and smooth, while organic vanilla essential oils leave a kissable soft scent. Doesn't really smell like vanilla though. It smells like a little bit like Play-Doh. But it smells good, eh? Let's just put that one on. You guys, this wasn't the easiest to apply, and mainly this is because of the formulation. The formulation is a little bit like, it's not super soft, right? And then the applicator was just, let's say the shape of this did not really get along with my lip shape, so I had to take a brush. But the color, I love this color. This color is so beautiful. It is actually exactly the color I like. It does feel very hydrating. I honestly love this shade, just a little bit harder to apply. So you guys, that's everything I've got from ELATE Cosmetics. I'm gonna be back here in about 8 hours because I want to do a full wear test for you guys and show you how this makeup holds up, you know, during the day, and how it's gonna look at the end of my day. So I'll be back in 8 hours. It is 11:30 at night. That's really late. I'm gonna go to bed soon. This has been on since 11 a.m. So what, like 12 hours and a half? You guys, for it being on my face for so long, I have to say this still looks stunning. It has not collected into any fine lines. For it being somewhat more of an opaque / matte foundation, during the day, you know, my T-zone gets a little bit oilier. I have to say it still looks great. It's just a little bit here on my healing acne scars. It might have clinged on to some dry patches, but not to the extent that most foundations do. And I still think it looks gorgeous. The only thing though is the concealer. I mean, the concealer is not looking that great. It is sort of cakey a little bit. I think the foundation honestly looks a bit more refreshed than the concealer. Kind of accentuates some dryness. Although, I mean, my under eye is really not that dry today, and my skin in general is not that dry. I do think the concealer does accentuate a little bit the texture of my skin after all this time being under my eyes. But the foundation still looks stunning, eh? I mean, it looks like great. It's just a little bit on here, as I said. It just did collect a little bit to this spot here where I do have some healing skin, but otherwise, yeah, my lipstick is gone. My eyeshadow still on, still looks perfetto, looks amazing. And then what else was it? Oh yeah, the mascara. You guys, this mascara, I'm blown away. I mean, this mascara is just still on and has not dried out. It's not grainy, it still feels good. Yeah, I mean, I always do test it, you know. Kind of like to do this kind of test, and nothing. It looks great still. So you guys, let's cut to my plant rating. So you guys, it's the end of my review, so thank you so much for sticking around. If you enjoyed the video, please don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Please also do feel free to subscribe to the channel, just hit the button. You can also ring the bell notification, then you'll be notified every time I upload new content. So yeah, take care, see you on here very soon, and thanks so much for watching. Bye bye.